What's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. Today, we are watching Canada against Jamaica in the sixth match day of FIBA World Cup qualifying. This is the second matchup that Canada will take part in as a part of this qualification window. They played against Puerto Rico on Monday, which was an amazing game. Things went pretty well. I think they were up. The biggest lead may have been 28. But it was a pretty comfortable game. Hoping for another one of those today. That would be awesome. As you can see, this was Jamaica's last game. They lost to VJ Edgecombe's Bahamas team. So as things are about to tip off, going to check in with the starting lineup. It looks like the exact same lineup. You got Shea, Dylan Brooks, Nembhard, Kabangale, and Leonard Miller. So same starting five. We should be expecting a similar result. So shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're about to get the tip off here. The crowd looks just about the same, not exactly sold out. And things are underway. Nembhard with the ball. Shea tries to take the handoff from Kabangale. It is a turnover and then a missed layup, and then in an attempt to save the rebound, Kabangale throws it back to Jamaica. So a couple quick turnovers for Canada. Leonard Miller with a strong closeout. Great defense by Brooks, and it's a turnover by Jamaica. So we're going to see, it looks like it's the same 12 players playing. It's the same starting five. Some trends from the first game we'll monitor is the fact that it looks like Nembhard is clearly the point guard and Shea's playing more off the ball. And I think that might be, that's new for sure. Because, I remember in the first FIBA tournament, the one that I watched in offensive foul in Jamaica, and it was a fast break. Dylan Brooks did a good job of hustling. He was actually behind the guy with a clean pass to the basket, who turned around and kind of pushed off to keep Brooks behind him. And they called it a foul. He definitely reached back and pushed off. Brooks sold it as well. But yeah, I remember watching Shea play a lot of minutes with RJ and Dylan Brooks. And in those cases, obviously Shea was the lead guard. So this is, I think, a new this is more of a Gordy Herbert thing, whereas for Jordi Fernandez, Shea was on the ball more. Jamaica get on the board with a 3. It's 3-0. 8:43 left in the first. Nembhard gets to the paint, fade away, knocks it down, 3-2. Almost a turnover. Jamaica came very close to an up and down. Nembhard kicks it to Shea in the corner. Catch and shoot, misses. Kabangale with the rebound. Dylan Brooks, catch and shoot, knocks it down. But yeah, no, so it'll be interesting to see the impact of Shea being off the ball. Obviously, in the Olympic tournament, I don't think Shea had a particularly... It wasn't the same as FIBA. I thought Shea was sensational in the FIBA tournament the last one in 2023. I wouldn't say felt the same on the Olympics as Leonard Miller dunks the ball down. Canada's on a 7-0 run after Jamaica hit the first shot of the game. So maybe that's an adaptation to how they expect teams to approach guarding Shea. Yeah, good job there of Leonard Miller getting to the basket. Had to dribble through a couple of defenders there. That's not really something you're used to seeing with him. So definitely a good thing to see. Jumper, and the Jamaican player knocks it down. I went through this Jamaican team because a lot of us in the chat last time weren't exactly sure who Jamaica called up to this qualifying round. Obviously, they had been making pushes to get players like Isaiah Stewart and I think Norman Powell and Scotty Barnes and such. I wasn't actually sure who they landed officially, but if you look at this team does not have NBA players, I'm quite sure. looking at the game against Bahamas, Thelwell, I forget his first name, but Thelwell, the guard who just made the jumper, that he was their leading scorer by far. I want to say he had like a third of Jamaica's points. So definitely going to keep an eye on Thelwell here. Oh, good job of. I wouldn't say exactly that he beat Shea, but he wasn't getting clamped either. Like I think Shea may have recovered had he shot the ball, but it was ended up being a pass turnover. Nemhard lays it up the other way, and it's a 9-5 game. 6:43 left. Somebody took a timeout. Did they? I don't know. The clock stopped. Oh, clock stopped for the inbound. Canada pressing up really high up the floor. Dylan Brooks giving nothing to number 23, who turns it over. What a play by Dylan Brooks. The Jamaican player did a horrible job of putting himself in the corner there, and Dylan Brooks did a great job of leaning into him, but not really like enough to get a foul called or anything. And the Jamaican player kind of, I would say, panicked a little bit, which I don't blame him because nobody came to help. Nobody made themselves a passing option. But and then Dylan Brooks himself gets the layup afterwards. So 5 points, 2 for 2 from the field for Dylan Brooks, plus some great on-ball defense. Just as I say that, they call a foul on a reach-in by Dylan Brooks. But yeah, 11-5, 6:18 left in the first. 10-minute quarters for those who aren't familiar. At the first commercial break, I'm going to see where we're at in the group, because I haven't looked at that at all. I mean, I'm kind of taking for granted that we're going to qualify. For sure, taking that for granted, but may as well see how we're faring, because it looks like the first 4 games were played without NBA players. Shea. Ooh. Good defense, but they can't corral the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Jamaica ball. Ooh, tough jumper by number 17. Leonard Miller with the rebound and decides to take it up the court himself. Leonard Miller, end to end. Oh, he bodied Thelwell to the and honestly knocked him down. I'm surprised he didn't go up for the shot. I would have went for that highlight there. Go coast to coast, body somebody at the basket, make the bucket. Turnover. Oh, touchdown pass, Nemhard to Miller in transition. Quick bucket off the turnover. Maybe we'll see a timeout now. No, Jamaica wants to play through it. Full respect. They don't want to waste our time. And I appreciate that a lot. Rebound off the Jamaican miss goes off of Leonard Miller. It's going to be Jamaica ball. 5:15 to go. We should see some subs now. There was a lot of quick subs in the first matchup. Jumper from 3 for Jamaica, a miss. Okay, we have some subs. We have Wiltshire on the floor. Oh, Dylan Brooks smokes a layup. Wiltshire is on the floor now. Bediako is on the floor. No, Bediako is not on the floor. Nikhil Alexander Walker is. So 2 subs. Decent look for Jamaica. They missed the corner 3 and then turn it over after getting the offensive rebound. Nemhard to Wiltshire. Dylan Brooks pulls up off a screen, knocks it down 16-5. So early double-digit lead for Canada. Again, this game was supposed to be fairly simple considering how Jamaica played against Bahamas. And Nikhil around the screen, pulls up from 3, misses. Brooks. Good post defense. Good spin move by the guy with the ball. I just can't get the shot to fall. Brooks to Nikhil. Nikhil pump fakes in the corner, drives to the basket, and lays it in. 18-7. And timeout Jamaica. Okay, World Cup qualifying in the Americas. We are group. Oh, wicked! We're 5-0. Let's see some of these earlier matchups. I imagine there's only this. I imagine this is the last game. Games. Qualification. Okay, so we beat Bahamas twice. Cool. Let's look into some of these box scores. Now I'm curious how they fared. So in the first qualification game, which was November 28th this past year. Hey. All right. Leading the game in scoring was Kyle Wiltshire, followed by Javon Blair. We got Bediako Best. Marcus Joshua Carr. Oh, yeah. Bell Haynes. I remember him from the FIBA World Cup. Kyle Alexander. Oh, Thomas Scrub was still playing. Okay, this was the first game, blowout of the Bahamas. This game looked closer. It was December 1st. Oh, so they played basically a back-to-back with the same players, I guess. Who led the game in scoring? Wow, Bell Haynes. Good for him. Okay, and then the next break was February, March. A close game against Puerto Rico. Let's see who played here. Must have been the same players. I imagine that that's like the Wow. Marcus Joshua Carr with 35 in fairly efficient as well. Wiltshire. Yeah, man. Shout out to these guys for holding it down. While the NBA players weren't around. Yeah, 18-9 after a Jamaican basket. Wiltshire, sidestep 3, misses front rim. Step back, misses. Wiltshire with the rebound. Nembhard in transition. Nembhard's played the whole game thus far. Surprised to see him not subbed out yet. Cam Birch is in the game. Good for him. Keyshawn George is in. So this is a full bench. This is Nembhard in the bench. Wiltshire, jumper. Knocks it down. Oh, pass. It's a foul off the ball. Jamaica missed another decent look. I will say it's not like I think Jamaica's had probably more looks. Like a decent quality of looks, considering that they only have 9 points. 9 points might suggest that they've been getting completely clamped, and of course Canada's had a fair share of decent defensive possessions, but Jamaica has also just missed some makeable shots. And just as I say that, another clean look, and Jamaica knocks down the 3. McDonald this time. Wiltshire to Shea. Back to Wiltshire, knocks it down. So I think Nembhard just checked out for Shea. Yes, and then Shea picks somebody's pocket and dunks it down and one. What a play. What a play. No, that's not and one? Wow. Quick possession the other way. I think Jamaica probably could have stood to slow that one down. Shea, sidestep 3, knocks it down. It's the Shea show right now, people. We have a steal, a dunk, and a 3 all within about 20 seconds. He is giving the Hamilton people their money's worth, man. What a moment. Missed corner 3. Canada goes the other way. very quick in transition, and they passed into. I mean, it looked like it was going to be an easy look, but had to be a reverse layup, and Wiltshire knocks it down. Miss from three by Jamaica, and they get the offensive rebound. Ooh. Good defensive possession there. No, there wasn't a clean look for Jamaica. They had to resort to a step back three. It was with a hand in the face. What's going on, Caden? Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. We're out here watching FIBA World Cup qualifying, which I'm not sure if you know what is. What? Oh, they were showing the Shea replay, so I can't tell what Jamaica did. They cut back to the possession late. But in transition, Nikhil tries to throw a lob to Keyshawn George. It's a horrible pass. Horrible pass for sure. Hey, man, hell yeah. Road to 300. Closing or reaching the destination pretty soon. Congrats, bro. Anybody who's in here who likes football content or by any chances into the Falcons or from Atlanta, check out Caden Willis's channel. You can click the link right there. Oh man, Ryan, happy to have you back. Happy to have you back. As somebody just made a three. Shea was crashing to the basket, so I missed who it was. No, it wasn't. Oh, it must have been Nikhil then. Wait, what? Maybe he must have been chasing his own shot. But yeah, up to 32-15 now. Shea with again, when Nembhard is on the floor, definitely more an off the ball player. The offense runs through Nembhard, and you see Shea get freed up with screens and whatnot. In these moments here, we're playing with Nikhil. It's back to the Shea show. Yeah, I was just looking at it, man. They got washed by Edgecomb's Bahamas. I was gonna ask, or I was gonna look into it. I remember hearing about how Jamaica was looking to get players like Isaiah Stewart, Norman Powell, even they were trying to get Scotty Barnes. I don't think that would work out for them. But I looked at the roster and I didn't recognize any names. But yeah, shout out to Kenyon, another basketball channel for people who want to check that out. I know these last couple Canada streams brought new people to the community, but check out Basketball Rewind for somebody who talks about a lot of this same kind of topics in terms of Raptors stuff, Team Canada stuff, probably at some point some tempo stuff. Them dudes didn't show up. The Thompson twins too. Damn, that's foul. Have I enjoyed the World Cup? Absolutely. It's probably been this feels like it's been more fun than the last two World Cups. 2014, we may have to have some this feels like a World Cup from my childhood. I would say the last two ones didn't necessarily live up to it, in my opinion. But no, I'm having a blast. I've been out a lot. I just try to find me and some friends would just walk around downtown, see if we can find something, stop wherever it looks good and the prices are reasonable. But yeah, man, what about you? Okay, let's see. FIBA World Cup. Qualified. Oh, say word. Wait, this is how. Oh, the qualification. I thought for a second the tournament was February to March. Okay. FIBA Americas. Let's see if this pops off into its own qualification thing. No, it doesn't. What is this? Just showing one? No. Where's America's? Okay, 16 participating consist of 12 teams and 4 teams from the Americas. This is the first round of qualification. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. We go to the second round. Got it. Okay, so there's going to be a lot more qualification then. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to have more basketball to watch then. So at the next break, we'll fully get back into things, but the second quarter is about to start up 32-15. Shea is still in the game. Nemhard is back, so we're about to see him on the ball more. They play with Nikhil at the 3, Keyshawn George / Kaishawn George. Still not sure which one it is. At the 4, and then Kem Birch at the 5. So we've seen Canada again in the first game go big and go small. This is probably one of their smaller lineups with Nikhil at the 3 and George at the 4. Loose ball. Nobody falls on it. How was downtown? By the way, downtown was amazing, man. The city was alive and vibrant. It is bigger for Canada soccer than anything else long term. All good, all good. Do your thing. Do your thing, bro. No, for sure. It's they got their first win. They literally had never won in the World Cup before. Their first win was a 6-0 or like a 6-0, as the footy fans would say. They won their first knockout round game. And the thing is like I've watched Canada play at the last World Cup, one of the Gold Cup tournaments, and the Copa America tournament. So I'm a little bit familiar with this team. I mean, I kind of expected the game to go against Morocco the way it did, partially because they played Morocco already deep 3 for Jamaica, and he misses it. They played Morocco in the last World Cup, and the game was actually pretty similar, where Canada did have a bulk of like the dangerous looking chances, but they just never looked like close to scoring. And Morocco had less chances, but they made the most of what they had. This kind of is how things played out the last time these two teams played. So I expected that kind of a game. I think 3-0 looks way worse than it actually was. That's a very harsh scoreline. As Nikhil hit a 3, and now Keyshawn George is in transition for the easy layup. It's 37-15. So yeah, it's progress, it's experience. You got to hope that there's another generation of good players, because Jonathan David is disappointing, and Alphonso Davies the injuries have really taken their toll, because he's picked up his whole thing was like a insane level of athleticism, which looks like it's getting chipped away at by injuries. Jamaica hits a jumper from the mid range, nice little midi. Nikhil with the ball. Tries to hit Kem Birch as the roller. But the window was not there to make that pass. But yeah, man, shout out to Team Canada. A disproportionate amount of players from Brampton compared to the rest of society. So that's pretty cool. Brampton man's carried for sure. Shout out to Kyle Laren. Shout out to Buchanan and all the guys, Osorio. Yeah, it'll be fun to see how the program develops. I like the manager. I sometimes don't like his quotes, but I like the manager for sure. Yeah, we just needed some quality, like some a touch of quality, and just like finish around the net. We just didn't have it. But yeah, man, Brampton is stamped forever, man. I think this team did a little bit to kind of like make up for what Tristan Thompson has done for Brampton's image. So shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the guys. 37-17, 7:46 and counting left in the second. Miscommunication leads to a turnover and another touchdown pass in transition. Nikhil Alexander Walker lays it up. 39-17. Whoa, hold on. That was Ryan Nemhard. Forgive me, people. They do look pretty similar. And then another turnover. And then it's going to be another fast break. Nikhil throws it up for Shea. That did not have to be an alley-oop at all, but they're having fun out here at this point. 41-17. What are we shooting? We are shooting 70% from the field. Hashtag feels nice. as Kem Birch subs out of the game for Kabangale and Dylan Brooks subs in for I'll let you know who. Oh, big block by Kem Birch. I missed this. Looking down for a second. But no, Nikhil, Shea, and Nemhard still in the game. So Dylan Brooks is in at the 4 for George. So again, remember I talked about bigger and smaller lineups. Dylan Brooks is playing the 4 right now. I've seen him play. I've seen him and Keyshawn George as the 2 and the 3 in the lineup before. Last time against Puerto Rico, Shea spins, fades, pump fake, gets the defender in the air, and gets to the free throw line. Cash money, man. We've seen this 100 times, and we'll see it 100 more times. What a little nifty move by Shea. We got some subs by Jamaica, but no more for Canada. Shea makes the first free throw. And it makes the second free throw as well. There are some subs now. Shea himself subs out of the game. Nemhard is back. So we had the Alexander Cousins on the court. Now we have both Nemhard brothers on the court. So family ties showing strong in this Canadian team today. Brooks with another foul. I think this is at least his second. Yeah, it's his second foul. I've seen them both. They were both just him being really aggressive on the perimeter at the point of attack. Definitely can appreciate that. 43-17, 6:15 and counting left in the second. Oh, Nikhil, big gamble there trying to get the steal. Couldn't get it. Kabangale gets a foul call underneath the basket. But yeah, so this is... and we're gonna figure this out as we go. But this qualifying group that Canada is competing in is the first round of qualifying, and there is a second round that they will be competing in. 2 groups and play the other 3 teams to the other group twice. Group A will be paired. Okay, so this is as it looks like Canada will be the first place team from Group B. So there's going to be, like in Canada's case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's going to be 6 more qualification games. And then how does it work from there? Who qualifies? Oh, okay. The top 3 from each side. All right. So I'm just realizing we're going to have some more watch-alongs people towards the end of the summer. August 27th, August 31st, Canada against Panama and Argentina. Should be good fun, good to see. Went away from the game a little bit to look at that, but Dylan Brooks just got hit with his 3rd foul. So he's going to see the bench. Nikhil, good job of contesting the jumper. Canada gets out in transition, 2-on-1, another lob. Just out of touch for Nemhard, but he still lays it down or lays it up. 45-18, which is no longer the case as Jamaica hit a quick 3 going the other way. It is 45-21. Nemhard wanted to trigger that. Yeah, so in the last game, he had a 20-plus points, but that's because he almost didn't miss. Kabangale turns it over, trying to pass it to Wiltjer underneath the basket. He actually hit the rim trying to pass to his teammate. But no, yeah. So Nemhard, like, I don't think he got a ton of looks. I think he only got like 13 shots up. But again, even today, not a lot of shot hunting from Nemhard. It doesn't really look like that's his job as the table setter. He really is like the lead guard for this team, for this starting lineup when there's no when Nikhil isn't in the game. Thelwell just hit a 3. It's a 19-point game, and he's actually hyped. He's amped. This reminds me a lot of this clip of when Thanasis and Tedecumpo in the bubble made a bucket, I think, at the buzzer, and like it cut the lead from I forget what I don't think it was a 3, but it cut the lead to like 8, and he's going crazy, and the Celtics are just like, why is he acting like this? Very reminiscent of that from Thelwell. But shout out to Sai. Good to see you. All is well. Hope all is well on your end as well. Okay, so yeah, I was looking at this qualification process, and yeah, Canada will have to play 6 more games to qualify, 2 of them in the end of August. So if you guys are enjoying these streams, you'll get more of them in the end of August. Sorry, one of the finest. I actually haven't seen it yet. I plan to watch it, actually, oddly enough, after this game. So after Canada, Jamaica, I will settle down and watch House of the Dragon episode 3. For anyone who's a big fan of the Game of Thrones series or just House of Dragon in isolation, that's a hell of a franchise. Like that show has done really well to like restore the feeling of Game of Thrones. But yeah, 45-26. This timeout was called by Canada. Can I spoil? Hell no. Hell no. I should have seen it by now, though. I really should have seen it by now. I fumbled. I messed up. Andrew Thelwell. Yeah, big up H. Good to see you. Hey, I know Flawless has been streaming less, so I imagine the community found elsewhere to go. I think I saw a bunch of Sarcasm City people in Lewis's chat today. But yeah, man, it looks like Flawless is having a good time out in LA. I was gonna look to try to make it, but I couldn't. Wiltshire gets the rebound off a Jamaican miss. Nemhard takes a jumper in the mid-range the other way. 47-26. Nemhard up to 6 field goals, but yeah, again, just letting the offense come to him for sure. Another 3 from Jamaica. They are feeling it towards the middle part of this second quarter here. Oh, and then a great pass. Nemhard to Nemhard there. Ryan got, I think, 1 foot into the paint as he saw Andrew cutting off the ball and just slipped the pass in there. Easy layup. 49-29. 20-point lead restored. Sorry to say, bro, but I enjoyed that Canada loss. You ain't gotta apologize. Like, you can feel however you want to feel. I expected the loss, and I expected how the game went. I didn't expect the scoreline. Like a 3-0 scoreline, I thought was super harsh. Like, they got 3 shots on target, and they scored all 3. That shit was tough. We just don't have. Forget not having that level of clinicalness. We're not even close. It's like it feels like Canada needs to generate like 8 chances to score 1 goal. So yeah, the fact that we couldn't get what's it called? A goal from the first half where we basically held them to 1 shot. That was going to be a problem for sure. You can see I understand that, bro. I understand that fully. I was actually with CP while it happened. I can report to you that he was put down bad pretty much. I stayed at the same hotel as Jamaica's team, and man, all of them were so happy to be here in such a big arena. Huge respect. Damn. Okay, we got what is this called? What is this called? Like a on the scene correspondent, bro. You know how like when a hurricane is happening and they have a motherfucker out there like with a mic in the hurricane. That's Fly P Sides. Man, a lot going on in the name. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for being here. Your name looks new, so if you're new to the community, welcome. Let us know who you're a fan of, if a Canada thing, a Raptors thing, any of the above. But yeah, welcome. That's pretty cool to hear. And that's in Hamilton, bro. Think about it, bro. That's in Hamilton. Imagine if they were in Toronto. Canada makes it 51-31. Keyshawn George with his second bucket of the day. Leonard Miller, aggressive take to the basket in transition. Second time he's done that today. You're definitely seeing a little bit more aggression from Leonard Miller today. Look, I get it. I get it. He had Canada and Brazil loss. Couldn't be happier for him. I was with him for the Brazil loss as well. Dude, when Holland scored that second goal, this just massive crowd of people just went completely silent. That dagger was cold. That dagger was cold. And the way he barely reacted afterwards, insane. Leonard Miller misses both free throws, then almost gets the rebound, then almost gets the steal. That's a very Leonard Miller sequence right there. And then he gets the block the other way. Welcome to the Leonard Miller experience, people. Nembhard in transition misses the layup. I think it was blocked. Shea gets the ball. His pass to George is tipped. They swing the ball around. Yo, who is 34? There's a new person. Hold on. Who is 34 on Canada? Bruh, who is that? He just hit a 3? That's crazy. He's not even on the website. Oh, this guy. Jackson Rowe. I follow Spurs since Tony Parker, Yam and Hamilton. If the latter was on Spirit, they would be on top. Unfortunately, the teams in group are semi-stacked. No, it's a tough, what's it called? It's a tough group for everybody else outside of Canada, obviously, because even without the NBA players, Canada got through the group pretty well. But okay, so we have our first Spurs fan of the community. That's good to know, because I mean, it would be cool one day to see there be a community member of like every team. We're getting there though. I think we're up to like 11, 12 teams now. Thoughts on the NBA offseason with trades and free agency? I'll leave this for halftime because it needs its own like thing. Ooh, dunk in transition for Jamaica. They cut the lead back down to 20, 55-35. George looking to take on his man. He has a big size advantage there and he gets fouled. You tell me because of Misi? Maybe, but maybe it's because of him. Is this the Audige guy? Hold on. Yeah, Chase Audige. I saw that he was up there and scoring for them last time, and I know Thelwell is the guy who gets all the buckets because he led them in scoring in the last game, and he's leading them in scoring again. And it could have been a 3, a very deep 2 from Jamaica here to make it 53-37. Look, I get it, man. I completely get it. So what will happen though is that I think he's on my side of never cheering. Just as we mentioned, Chase, he makes a corner 3 on never cheering for England in these competitions. But once Brazil lost, he said, "Okay, I'm cheering for England now because I need them to beat Norway because he's hate watching Norway." So, I mean, he did get to celebrate the England win, but I was watching England-Mexico as a neutral, and that was some of the most fun I've ever had. Jackson Rowe makes it reverse layup with his left, looks at his left hand afterwards. That's been one of my favorite basketball celebrations as a whole. Jamaica passes to the corner, open three at the buzzer, and they miss. But yeah, you hit it left layup with your left hand, and you just look at it. But yeah, Mexico, England, bro, so much fun. That was, as a neutral, I was having a blast. Everybody was stressed because they cared. I couldn't care less, and I was having a great time. Ain't coming home. Fuck Norway, man. We generally got no chance to. I mean, look, it's hard to not root for Holland when you see what he does. Happy to send Fox to keep warm in his cell. We'll take a pack of biscuits in return. No, I get that. I get that, man. De'Aaron Fox, definitely hard to justify giving him that important of a spot on the team when you have Dylan Harper. So I would be frustrated too. 2 a.m. and I had pure stress. Of course, I can imagine. Okay. Back to your comment here, which is a pretty big thing. Thoughts on the NBA offseason with trades and free agency? Okay. So, like, the big moves were obviously Giannis, which I've talked about quite a bit on this channel at some point, but quick summary of that trade for me is that, like, I was surprised to see that Milwaukee prioritized getting young pieces and draft picks over Jaylen Brown, just because I thought that they could flip Jaylen Brown for more pieces. Like, I thought if you get some youth and Jaylen Brown and you flip Jaylen Brown for young players and draft picks, you would get more value than just taking whatever Miami gave you. In hindsight, or not even in hindsight, but like, it didn't take long for me to realize Jaylen Brown didn't have trade value in the NBA, which I disagree with. But he clearly doesn't have that much value, and it looks like Milwaukee made the right choice from that standpoint. From Miami's side of things, watching how their team is shaping out, I really don't think they have a championship team, dude. Like, I think there's a lot of skills they're missing. Like, they're not a well-rounded team. I want to know who's going to be the ball handler. I want to know who's going to be the floor spacers. Like, I just don't see that team being good, like championship caliber good. They're obviously going to be a headache. Like, their defense is going to be really good. You still have Giannis. You still have Bam. But putting guys like Andrew Wiggins and Davion Mitchell around them, that part I just don't get. The wild card about Miami, the thing you have to keep in mind is there's no organization that's better at getting value and productivity out of like late draft picks and undrafted players. So in most teams, you look at them and say, oh, this is Miami's roster and this is all they're going to have. But to be honest, you just never know. Like, the guy they took in the second round, he might end up being a good player. So if they can do their Miami magic and just find another Duncan Robinson, find another Max Strus, find another Gabe Vincent, if they can just do that, then they have a chance, because they do need more than what they have right now. We gave more for Walker than Brown. I know, it's crazy, bro. Think about it. Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Walker Kessler, and Ivica Zubac all got traded for 2 first-round picks. That shit doesn't sound right at all. Is it a fuck Rui thing? I mean, clearly, bro, this the Snowtime Lakers, baby. Rui does not fit the profile they are looking for at all. So yeah, no, Rui definitely doesn't crack it. Okay, so that's the Giannis move. On to Jaylen Brown. I think with Jaylen Brown, it's obviously a bad trade. Like, it's obviously a downgrade in what you have as a team, because Paul George, given the injury concerns, given the age, you took a step back, right? The thing is, when I think about Boston as a team, I don't think that they're all of a sudden fucked as a team. Like, I think people might be overreacting there, because think about what they're doing, right? They're basically they're handing Jason Tatum the same team that Jaylen Brown had, but they're adding Paul George and Mitchell Robinson. So in theory, Boston should be better than they were last year. In theory, the only question is like, we might learn that Jaylen Brown was more that guy than Jason Tatum. You never know. That could be the issue that Boston might face. But if you believe that Jason Tatum is really good and better than Jaylen Brown, then they're supposed to still be pretty good next year. Like, again, it's a bad trade. It's not good value. And obviously, like, you're introducing a bunch of unknowns with Paul George's health. But they kind of have more going into next year than they had last year. Like, I don't think they're just fucked as a franchise. And for what it's worth, I think they're going to take Paul George, both those draft picks, add more draft picks to make a big trade at some point. Like, whenever the next big superstar is on the market, Boston is right there. They have the contract they can trade in Paul George. They have draft picks now. Like, Boston is ready to make a big swing whenever that next player hits the market. If it's Jokic or Anthony Edwards, and I'm not saying it's going to be those people, like, they might resign. But whoever it is, Boston will be ready. We are Milk Lakers now. I'm disappointed. We should have signed this is I'll be honest, man. This Lakers offseason has been really disappointing because I think that they've done, like, they basically have no first round picks to trade, but their roster doesn't look like a roster that has no first round picks to trade. When it comes to the Philly side of things in the Jaylen Brown trade, obviously, man, home run trade from the standpoint of you get off of Paul George's contract and you get Jaylen Brown for a very good deal. So if you look at the trade in isolation, it's a home run of a deal. Now, when you look at the team, the thing is like, I still think that team has issues. I don't know who the ball handler is. I don't know who I would want to have the ball in terms of running the offense. I don't like their front court outside of Embiid. And Embiid is, again, another injury issue. Like, that's a wild card. You just don't know if you're going to have Embiid or not. And if you do, how effective he's going to be. So there's a lot of question marks there. For sure. But yeah, like, imagine Embiid is hurt. That front court is ass. That front court is what? Dominic Barlow, Dean Wade, Adem Bona, Ariel Hukporti, Paul. Like, there's just random guys in that front court. So there's that. And then I think the thing is like, having Jaylen Brown and Maxey, I think, is horrible for Edgecombe's development. Whatever you have in Edgecombe, I just don't think he's going to hit his ceiling with these two players around him. Like, this is not a combination of three players where everybody can hit at the same time. It's not possible. And what I think is going to be created as a result of having those three players is that on any given night, you're probably guaranteed to have two doing well. Like, that's just about guaranteed. And what that means is that your floor is really high, but your chances of all three cooking at the same time is almost zero. So, like, when I think about the Jaylen Brown trade, I really just think that it's a massive floor raiser, and their ceiling might be a little bit higher, but I still think that there's serious issues that cap the ceiling. You also have to keep in mind that Nick Nurse is not going to use his bench, man. Nick Nurse is going to give everybody minutes on minutes on minutes on minutes. So if injuries happen, that makes the team even weaker. Like, I don't consider Philly a championship contender, but I do think that they'll be a pretty, like, they're definitely a better team and a good team. We have players, but options at wing is bad. Well, I just think the thing is like, you guys are a little bit small, in my opinion, because Luka is obviously not a small player, but he's a defensive player you want to hide. You know, Reeves is small and another defensive player you want to hide. Quentin Grimes is small. If you play Vanderbilt at the 4, that's small, I want to say. Like, they look like they're building a pretty small team. Like, a small team that's not good at defense. So, exactly. I agree. Edgecombe needs to go to Charlotte. Ooh, but even Charlotte, they have Knipple and Brandon Miller. Edgecombe needs to go to, like, I can't imagine yet where it would be, but he has to go somewhere where there's, like, an opening. Like, if he went to Chicago or something, Edgecombe could develop. It would be like Shea. You know what it is? Shea is a good example. If Shea stayed on the Clippers and he was playing with players that were going to shoot a lot of shots, we would never see this, right? But you put him on OKC, and now he develops into his highest, potential. That's a real thing, people. So I think Edgecombe is in a very tough spot. But yeah, that was a part because those are the two big trades. The last trade that I guess you could say falls under this question that H is asking is the Kawhi trade. Because the Raptors are clearly now, when you trade 2 first-round picks for a guy who's 35, coming off the season he came off of, like, you're trying to be good immediately. So Raptors all of a sudden trying to get good. It's interesting considering how last year ended, right? They almost beat the Cavs without Brandon Ingram, essentially, and then they just upgraded Brandon Ingram to Kawhi. And then if you look at where they were last year, right, they were this close to beating, I guess you could say, the second best team in the East. Like, you can look at the East last year and say that New York was in a class of their own, and then everybody else was in a bunch of the other teams were very similar to each other. Now, when you look at Toronto, you can say that Toronto could have the edge over a lot of the teams from last year, but the issue is that some of those teams got better. Obviously Miami I mean, you know, Miami is still jumping into that tier as well, but like Indiana, we'll see what they are. Boston, again, if things go according to plan, Boston should be better. Philly should be better. We'll see what happens with New York, but I think with the Kawhi trade, the Raptors parted with like probably more value than I would have expected. Like, I think they paid a very high price for Kawhi. So now the mission is you have to then put the right pieces around him. I wouldn't say that the trade should have been like, I wouldn't say that, oh, because of the 2 first-round picks, like, I wouldn't want to do the trade. No, it just heightens the pressure and the expectations now. When you know that you're trading unprotected picks in 2031 and 2033, you just know you're going to have some bad years in the mid-30s. So you have to, these years have to be really good. We have 2 more picks to trade, and we should be trading them very soon. But the question you have to ask Sai is that how close were you last year to seeing them in the conference finals? Because the thing is like, I could see it. I don't think it's like I don't think there would be favorites, but I could see it. But yeah, we need to make one more trade for sure. We have 2 more first-round picks to trade. We need to use the first-round picks to upgrade somebody. And the main candidates are Quickly, Pirtle, and RJ Barrett. One of those players has to get traded with 2 first-round picks for a better player. And then we'll see where we're at. But yeah, we're still at halftime, people. 57-40. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So the Summer League schedule is out. I saw it, which means that my streaming life is fairly set. So Wednesday, I'm going to be back to stream the Tempo game. Actually, 1 second. Let me make sure before I say anything that is an accurate statement that I'm saying. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Okay, Wednesday I'm back for the Tempo game. Friday I'm back for the Tempo game and the Raptors Summer League game. So the Tempo game is at 7:30. I'll do that till 9, and then the Raptors Summer League game is at 9. And then Saturday, that one is iffy. That one is super iffy. Oh, say word. What's going on, King? Let me get you on the stream. What's going on, man?
What's up?
God damn, what was that? Sounded like a siren. Last year's an anomaly. We never expected Cavs, Toronto to make it that far. But what makes it an anomaly? Like, the teams are the teams. Like, you know, like, unless further, like, unless it's what's it called? Outside of a handful of teams, right? Like, the Cavs are still the Cavs. Orlando's still Orlando. The key teams that got better, obviously the Pacers are going to be better because they're going to have Halliburton. Miami's going to be better because they have Giannis. Philly's going to be better in theory. Boston should be better in theory. So there's 4 teams that got better, but then we got better too. So we'll have to see what happens. My whole thing is bro, I trust our defense a lot more than a lot of other teams. Like I trust our defense a lot more than Phillies. I trust our defense a lot. I trust our defense more than the Pacers for sure. I trust Boston. You know what? Boston has that anchor now with Mitchell Robinson, so we'll have to see about that. But yeah, but they got bad back Paul George and fresh off an Achilles Jason Tatum. Like we'll have to see about them as well. But yeah, man, if we have to make somebody face our defense with a half court scorer, I just want to see what happens, man. Like we'll see. But again, the Raptors, they have no business going into the playoffs as currently constructed. There's like an obvious next trade that has to happen, and it's like we'll truly understand what they are as a team once that trade happens. But there's no way they've come this far to then just sit
All
on
right, I'm back from all that.
Hell yeah. So we are just starting the second half of Canada, Jamaica, which is a part of the qualifying competition for the FIBA World Cup in 2027. Oh. Big jumper from Shea in the mid range. No, sorry, jumper by Nemhard. Wrong name. 59-40. Thelwell has to take a 3 over Kabangale to beat the shot clock. And it's an air ball, so it'll be Canada ball. Kawhi is 35, so you can't over depend on him. So, but here's the interesting thing about Kawhi, right? We're gonna ask him to play less than he did last season. So when he was in Toronto in the first time, right? He played 60 games in the regular season, and that was a planned thing. So our doctors coordinated with him and his doctors and said that 60 games is the sweet spot. So we want you to play 60 games in the regular season, and we feel like that'll help you be your best self in the playoffs. Last year on the Clippers, he played 65 games. So this is kind of like the interesting thing with Kawhi, and I'm interested in seeing how this works. But Kawhi had his best offensive season of his career last year in terms of points per game. And it wasn't like an inefficient, just him chucking on a bad team because he shot over 50%. And he had his best he had his highest shooting season from 3. So he attempted 6 threes a game, and he's never shot more than 6 threes a game before. So this is kind of like we're in an interesting spot where like Kawhi is 35, and you definitely just because that happened last year doesn't mean it'll happen this year. But if it happens if he has this, I'll put it this way: if Kawhi does what he did last year for us this year, I just think we're gonna be a headache. Like if we have a half court scorer and a floor spacer, like this is the thing you have to understand. Like he's a better 3-point shooter than Brandon Ingram by far. So he's gonna open up lanes for Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett as drivers, right? So if you look at Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett, guys that averaged over 20 points a game in the playoffs last year, they did it with no 3-point shooting on the floor. If Kawhi comes in as a floor spacer and then quickly is on the floor because he didn't play at all last year as a floor spacer, and now Scotty and RJ have more space, like I just see like there's enough things at play here where I'm like, again, it's just you can't do too much until you see it. But I can see the recipe for Toronto just being a headache for a lot of teams. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we still have to. I'm not really looking too deeply into things until we make that next trade. But yeah, there's another trade coming for sure. We'll just see if it's mid-season or in the off-season or whatever. But it's a 62-41 game here. Shea just got fouled shooting a 3-pointer in the corner. So we got 3 free throws for Shea. Hold on. King, did you ever end up seeing Buzzcut Shea?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've also seen who's been getting compared to.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious, dude. That shit is hilarious. Oh, Shea was also probably out of bounds. Yeah, so they just reversed it. Jamaica ball. No, so this is the thing. He has to cook this year because the comparisons are gonna get nasty.
No.
Are you watching USA Belgium?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay, let us know what's going on.
Belgium just scored.
What? Who scored?
I don't know who.
Yo, Rich Tony, bro. They were saying Shay looks like R. Kelly with his hair, his braids cut off. So I'll let you do more research about that. I don't have anything further to say, but they were they were putting some pictures beside each other, and all I'm saying is that they were calling him S. Kelly, and he has to hoop this year because the slander names are and the slander images might not be fun. Dylan Brooks in the corner misses. Yes, come on, fuck off, USA. Hey, man. Hey, King. I hate to inform you, but I feel like the world is rooting against you.
Dang, what did we do?
It's the Trump stuff, dog. Did you see what happened with Balogun? He's playing.
I mean, yeah,
Yo,
but
Trump.
like, it wasn't even like it was a questionable red card to begin with.
Hey, Trump made the boss call, and people are not hearing it.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. Blame FIFA.
That's facts. They absolutely blame FIFA, and but then after that, people are definitely looking to see blood. De Ketelaere scored. Oh, all
I
right.
think, yeah, the Kettler, yeah.
Oh man, I feel.
Come on.
I'll have to see the goal, but I feel like that guy is super wasteful with chances. Jamaica hits the jumper. It's 62-43 now. 7:14 left in the third. Nemhard, again, the point guard in this starting lineup, gets fouled.
Come on. We gotta at least win this game. Are we winning the next game? If you win this, nah.
Nah, I definitely think that Spain is
Yeah, bro.
where the
We're
run.
playing Spain. We're fried if we go there.
But this is the thing about football, right? Like if USA plays Spain, I think everybody looks at it like, yo, USA's fucked. They're obviously not the better team, and that's going to get ugly. But the whole point of this sport is that, like, if you're the lesser team, you can just hunker down and play for penalties and give yourself a shot, right? So, like, there's always this, like, trump card that the lesser team has to try to just make the game ugly. And, like, again, Paraguay beat Germany by just making the game ugly, right? Like, that's the recipe for an upset. And to be honest, a lot of teams can do it. So, like, USA is probably fucked against Spain, but Portugal came pretty close to getting this 0-0 to extra time. So like, we'll see what happens, man. This is why the game is beautiful, man. Like you see crazy shit happen. 66-46 off the Dylan Brooks bucket, and then a turnover, and Shea will lay it in. 68-46 now. Canada opens up a 22-point lead. Is this the biggest lead of the day? No, Canada's biggest lead was 27. Oh, another turnover. And this was supposed to be an alley, but Leonard Miller was not ready. But timeout Jamaica, it's 70-46. And yeah. So hold on. Let's see. Does USA have to qualify? I wonder who the hell USA is sending to play in this competition. What group are they in? So USA is in Group A. Let's go find their results. Don't let me find out they're sending like college kids. Okay, games finished.
Yeah, who are they sending off?
All right, so this game, which is, if I can read dates correctly, they beat the Dominican Republic by 1 point on Friday night. They sent Mike James.
Who is the?
Oh, these are all Euro players, or no? Jay Huff is on the Pacers. Taylor Terry, I don't know. Gabe York, I don't know. Torrey Craig, famous for dating Meg Thee Stallion. Orlando Robinson, randomly, I remember him being on the Raptors. Hold on, they got Matt Ryan. Yo, they got Matt Ryan. Shout out to the DoorDash driver. So when you hear people slandering athletes for saying, "Oh, this motherfucker's a DoorDash driver," this guy was actually a DoorDash driver, and he hit a big corner three for the Lakers in a game one time. But yeah,
We're sending DoorDash drivers and winning.
The USA is literally sending. I'm not even joking. This is like their P team. Like, you know, like there's A team, B team, C team. This is the P team, dog. They're just sending guys. Oh my god, another turnover. Jamaica can't even get the ball up the court at this point for some reason, which has not happened all game. I don't know what voodoo Canada is pulling off here, but for a 2 minute span now, Jamaica has just turned it over and turned it over and turned it over. But yeah, man, this is all right. So, okay. So think about it, right? That's the group king that they sent in the off season on March 1st during the NBA season. Let's see who the hell the USA sent. Oh my God, they sent. Is this Brandon Knight? This is Brandon Knight, the guy DeAndre Jordan famously put on a poster. David Roddy. Okay, this guy tried out for the Raptors and didn't make it. Nembhard makes a three. It's 75-46, a 29-point lead. Canada's biggest lead of the day with 5 minutes left in the third. Brandon Knight still plays. James Wiseman. Holy. Alfred Payton. Tyus Jones. No, Tevian Jones. I didn't even know that was a guy. All right, fairs for sure. So USA is just sending random guys. Canada was sending random guys too up until this window where they called up the NBA players. So that's cool. But yeah, USA is going to play Mexico at 10 today. Well, fucking God knows who they're going to be sending. 75-49. Shea posting up his man. Fades. Great contest by the Jamaican defender there. Absolutely no space for Shea. And then the pass was okay. The guy just couldn't catch it in the paint. So their transition look kind of expires. And then Kabangale with a great shot contest. Oh my God, another layup. I mean, not even a layup, a dunk at this point off a turnover. 77-49. Ooh. Oh, Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller is such a I understand how he got drafted. I also understand why he's never played. Has the athletic traits, makes some like outstanding plays, but then just makes some mistakes that you just can't make at high levels of basketball. Yeah, 3 free throws for Jamaica here. But yeah, let me see this De Ketelaere goal. Man, Spain against Belgium would be so ass.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a ping in the lead up to the goal. I just saw the ball to get from left to right, or sorry, right to left. Dude, a lot of chaos on this goal. But that's the name of the game. Interesting goal from Belgium. But yeah, Jamaica makes two of their free throws. Nikhil de Wiltshire. And Wiltshire posts his man up and gets stripped. I think that was Thelwell too. Yeah, good play by Thelwell. Just surviving as a small guard in the low post. Offensive foul by 23 on Jamaica. Good job of Nikhil moving his feet there. And Kem Birch inbounds the ball to Nembhard. Kem Birch, yes, is playing substantial minutes. Brooks as a roller, pump fakes, takes a worse shot than if he didn't pump fake, and misses. We got some subs for Canada here. Ryan Nemhard in the game for his brother. Keyshawn George, Wiltjer, and Nikhil are the twos, 2, the 3, and the 4. Ken Birch still the 5. Great shot contest by Nikhil. Horrible job by Wiltjer boxing out there. Just decided that boxing out was not a thing anymore. And rebound is too easy for Jamaica. Had to foul him. What happened in that game?
I thought we had a chance to get a goal. No. And another belt some players down.
Damn. And Jamaica splits the free throws at 77-51.
Man, it was against them. They did it to themselves.
Nikhil with a step back, 80-51 now. Hand off to Chase. Oh man, come on, George. It was an easy looking transition. It looks like either the ball slipped out of his hands or that was just like a horrible miss. But Jamaica capitalizes the other way. Nikhil pulls up from 3 again. Yes, it's the stage of the game where the possessions don't always make sense, but oh man. And then Nikhil picks his pocket the other way, gets contact. It will not be 3 free throws, but a foul on the floor. What is that name? Hold on. King, have you ever seen this name before?
Oh my God, no.
Yo, this is a Game of Thrones name. What that? Tyran de Latibaudiere, which is not a Jamaican sounding name if I were to have guessed. This is a fucking French Canadian ass name. Literally, if you just covered his face and then put a random player from the Montreal Canadiens there, I'd be like, oh, fair. Like it's a long name, but I get it. Tyran de this is like there's one player on Puerto Rico with a great name too. Shout out to the FIBA World Cup qualifying games for spotlighting some amazing names. Step back from Jamaica. And the shitty part about that possession there was how deep of a 2 that was. That guy was literally like 4 inches away from shooting a 3. You may as well just step all the way back at that point. We got some subs, 8 seams.
Yo, Ralph!
What happened?
One of our players got subbed into the field.
Damn. Free throws fall for Canada. Ken Birch. No, so there's no subs. Ryan Nemhard and Nikhil is the backcourt. Wiltjer and George are the forwards, and Ken Birch still the 5. Tough finish at the basket for Jamaica, but the guy with the French Canadian name gets the bucket to fall. Actually, no, that was someone else. Damn. I think that was the sub. It was a Jamaican sub because he's not on the floor anymore. Nikhil around the screen. Kem Birch from 3. Oh, he missed it. But Wiltshire with the rebound and the putback. But Kem Birch just shot a 3. What have I seen? What have I seen? That's crazy. Horrible 3 from Jamaica. Canada goes the other way after the rebound. Ryan Nemhard around the screen. Oh, great pass to Wiltshire. Wiltshire walks off the 3. He let it go, and on some Steph Curry shit, he started walking to the left, and he began turning. Hell of a play there. It's a 34-point game, 89-55. End of the third quarter. Oh, shit, that was the buzzer. That was at the buzzer, too, basically. What a play from Wiltshire. I totally lost track of time. Yep, he hit that shit at the buzzer. What a play. 34-point game at the end of 3. So we have 1 quarter left, people. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We will be back on Wednesday and Friday, and then maybe Saturday as well. So Saturday is a maybe, but I'll definitely be back on Wednesday and Friday for a tempo stream on Wednesday, and then a tempo stream and a Summer League stream on Friday. So it'll be a Friday night of streaming, people. And that's how we're spending our time. But yeah, 1-0 in the other game. This might warrant the switching back and forth during commercials in this Canadian game. But yeah, if Belgium pulls this off, that means all the host nations got bounced in the same round, which would be nice. We're not trying to see USA go further than Canada and Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We hosted together. We can go out together, you know? But, host nation friends. Host nation friends.
But what about... I can't say... I want to say it, but I can't.
All right, you can put it in the private chat if you want, and I'll read it in my head. But yeah, I just saw a Sergio Dest turnover. No, it wasn't a Dest turnover. It was someone else.
I sent it. But what about that, man?
Yeah, we're gonna keep that together, bro. We can't have that separated. Come on.
It already did, but you guys could beat. Who did you guys lose to?
So we lost to Morocco.
Morocco, yeah.
Mexico just lost to England, right? So we're all getting packed up in the round of 16, dog. It's fitting.
No, we can't.
Yeah, if you guys
at the end of the day, the main people who are hosting is us.
Yeah, you can say that shit if you want, but if you get bounced in the same round, then we're all in this together like High School Musical, you know?
Well, this can't happen. We need to lock in.
Ooh, and Thelwell is fouled, looking for the and one continuation, and I don't know if he'll get it. Yeah. He won't, and that makes sense. Oh, Dylan Brooks in the corner off the Jamaican bucket, and it's now a 35-point game, 92-57. Brooks has 16 points with 4 for 5 shooting from 3. Very efficient game from him today. The only thing that's gone wrong is the fouls. He picked up 3 quick fouls, but that's not something he can't fix because it was all about his aggression. What happened?
Nothing.
Damn. Birch, great pass. Wiltshire, up and under. 35-point game again. Mm. Some good passing by Jamaica, but Canada just kept rotating and rotating and rotating, and we got a turnover and an alley oop the other way. It is 59-96 now. Canada's lead is up to 37, the biggest lead of the day. 8.5 minutes to go. And yeah, this game looks like how it's supposed to look. Shout out to the Bahamas for laying the blueprint, but Canada came and is getting a similar kind of outcome. King, you want to see something funny?
What?
Hold on. So this Jamaica team got belted by the Bahamas. They lost 123-74.
Oh my
They lost by
goodness.
50 points to Bahamas, bro. Bahamas on Friday night. So if you look at Bahamas, the Bahamas team, they basically have
It's just VJ.
VJ Edgecombe, Buddy Hield, and I think DeAndre Ayton is supposed to be on this team, but he wasn't this time. But yeah, Buddy, like it wasn't even Buddy Hield that killed him. He only had 15, but VJ Edgecombe had 26. Like they didn't kill them on their own. Everybody on Bahamas was cooking. So yeah, Bahamas chefed this team up. You would expect Canada to as well. And yeah, we're up 35. Jamaica, man, you got to get your guys. Got to get the Thompson twins and Isaiah Stewart. At least be tough to score on. Layup for Jamaica, 96-63.
Big free kick. Goal! Let's go! Yes, we got an equalizer.
Jeez. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the other game, see if I can catch it.
Let's go! What about now, Sai?
Damn, Sai's nowhere to be seen. I still haven't seen the goal yet. There.
Okay, just on the replay.
Oh, hell yeah!
Man.
You take that. You take that. You take that. It looks like it hit the wall and it got deflected the other way. Number 20 on Belgium definitely tipped it right past Courtois. But you take that.
Oh, it hit 8, number 8.
Yeah, somebody on Belgium in the wall, but yeah, I mean,
it hit the wall. Yeah,
you take that, bro. It deflected it off the wall.
Hey, that just means we're better at walls than Belgium. If you know, you know.
Trump definitely approves. He definitely saw that goal and he's like, see, we would never have a wall that shitty.
First half goal in 13 of last 16 games, 8 in 2026. Dang.
Wiltshire, what a pass. Unfortunately, the Canadian player cannot take advantage of the open look. And I have to find out who that is. I had to look. This is Cassius Robertson. I do not know who that is. But Cassius Robertson, we need you to hit your corner threes when you get them. Come on. But yeah, we are entering some nasty garbage time minutes in this Canada game. So I'm going to have one eye on the USA-Belgium game, one eye on this game. We'll stick with it through till the very end. So probably.
Are you kidding me?
For another 20 minutes. But yeah, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, come hang out.
Belgium just scored again.
What? That game is looking like a banger. Holy shit.
Damn it. What sucks is that it was kind of a nice goal.
All right, I'm seeing the replay right now.
It was a cross header.
De Ketelaere with 2 goals is crazy. He decided to be good at finishing today.
No, come on.
This guy's like, I feel like his basic, like he's normally really wasteful, dude. Like he needs 5-6 chances to get 1 goal, but today 2 for 2. I just saw the shot of the coach kicking all the Powerade or Gatorade or whatever that was.
You gotta lock in. All right.
But yeah, shit, it looks like fireworks in that game.
Wait. Wait, bad cross.
Damn. Fast break points, points in the paint, points from turnovers. Yeah, there's no point in showing stats like this, like these in a game like this, because they're just all gonna look nasty. But yeah, shout out to the Jamaican fans for turning up though. There's a decent amount of Jamaican fans there, which makes sense obviously, but yeah, they showed out harder than the team for sure. What minute are you guys at in that game?
35-20.
Okay, it'll probably be halftime when this game ends then. Shout out shout out to my dog here. Does the Canadian try harding? I think what you're asking is that or is it garbage time? No. Okay, it was garbage time before this last time out, but to be honest, in the last game, they played a couple starters all the way through. Okay, no, Dylan Brooks is still on the floor. So yeah, they're kind of try harding. Yeah, shout out to you. I feel like your name is new. Welcome to the community if you are. If not, shit, my bad for forgetting you. But let us know your team if you have one. But yeah, 96-63.
Come on.
What the hell are they reviewing, bro? I thought this was a standard timeout. These guys just want to waste our time. Bro, USA Belgium is on right now and it looks like a movie. We don't need to be doing this. The clock isn't working? Oh my goodness. Insane usage of time. That being said, recap of oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Drew Thelwell is actually leading the game in scoring. So Jamaica is down 33, but one of their players has more points than any Canadian. So he's leaving with something. He said, "You guys lost, not me." But then after that, you got 18 for Brooks, 17 for Nemhard, 16 for Shea, 13 for Kyle Wiltshire, 12 for Nikhil, 10 for Leonard Miller. So like, how many players in double digits is that? Like 6, 5? No, yeah, 6 players in double digits.
The fault for
Okay, they fixed the clock or whatever they were looking at. Play ball, people. Play ball. We got to get out of here. All right, game is on. So yeah, bro. In terms of tryharding, Nikhil is on the floor, Kaishan George is on the floor, and Dylan Brooks is on the floor. Dylan Brooks just hit a jumper. You think SGA is gonna come back? Okay, I'm gonna look at the bench to see if it looks like he's like winding down. You know what? Okay, I don't think SGA is gonna be back in. But I do think they're gonna let some of the other players play, but I don't think SGA. If I had to guess, it sounds like you're asking betting questions. If you're gonna bet on something, bet on. This might be some sicko shit. If Thelwell is back on the floor, bet on his over or something because he's scoring a lot of Jamaica's points. I think he single handedly has like a third of Jamaica's points.
Oh, what a save.
Turnover. Okay, hold on. We got some subs here. We have some garbage time.
No, get the ball outside.
Jackson Rowe is in the game. And Cassius Robertson is in the game. Nikhil is out. Okay, I just saw Shea. He's not checking back in. We got Ryan Nemhard, we got Jackson Rowe, we got Cassius Robertson, Kaishan George, and Kabangale. So Kaishan George is probably the vet that we will see stick around for the rest of the game. But yeah, 39-point game. It's 102 to 63, just over 6 minutes left. Floater by Thelwell. Telling you, Thelwell over. That's the sicko bet to make. Free throws for Kaishan George.
Oh.
Would be George hits his first free throw. And hits his second as well. George only up to 9 points in this game. Not the best game for him, but I think he's still someone that's getting used to being with the national team. I mean, ultimately, guys like Nemhard, Nikhil, Shea, like there's kind of a built-in camaraderie with those guys. Dylan Brooks too. They've obviously played in 2 major tournaments thus far. Keyshawn George is kind of new to the party, so it seems to be taking some time with him. But the Jamaican player just stepped out of bounds. Keyshawn George from like 35 feet, and he misses. And it's still Toronto ball because Jamaica fumbles the rebound out of bounds. Nemhard inbounding, passes it to Kabangale. That was boring. Like, I feel like we could have done more with the possession. Sidestep 3 from George, misses it again. Yeah, not the best day from George. Roll with the rebound, turns it over immediately. Foul and free throws for Jamaica. Man, free throws is the last thing I want to see down the stretch here. Let's just get through with this game. Is Belgium about to kick a free kick? Hold on. Where are you at in the soccer game? Because I'm at 42:03. 4.
You're 10 seconds ahead.
Oh, okay. Then I won't spoil anything whenever I switch back.
I saw the missed header.
Well, it was a free header, though, so it's like still the defense didn't do their job, but fortunately that was nowhere close. Oh, bad miscommunication, which doesn't actually spoil anything. But yeah, you'll see it when you see it. Jamaica in transition. Thelwell has to pick up his dribble. Adige with Keyshawn George on him. That's a tough matchup in terms of size. Crossover step back misses. Still a 37-point game. Nemhard with a crazy alley-oop to Keyshawn George, and that does not go at all. That was wild. I don't know why he would do that. But I mean, I guess you do that because you're up 37 and you're looking to have fun. So that part I get. But yeah, that was not the best idea in the world. French-Canadian guy misses. Rebound for Jamaica. Foul on Jackson Rowe. There's somebody at this Canada game wearing a Raptors Goran Dragic jersey. That's a nasty jersey. That energy should not be allowed anywhere. Adige knocks down a 3. But yeah, Jamaica still has they're letting their players stat chase, and I respect it. I would do the same thing. Pass. Good. It was a good pass by George. I don't know what Jamaica was doing defensively there. I feel like they had left like 3 Canadian players open at from the 3-point line. Unfortunately, that shot did not fall though. Oh, great swipe. Great swipe by Robertson. Turnover Jamaica. 3:22 to go. Kabangale, easy dunk. Good little cameo here from Cassius Robertson. Never heard of him. I did not know who he was. But he's wait, I lied. That's Jackson Rowe. Wow. I mixed up the guys I don't know. Fuck. All right, who is this guy? Let's look up his history. Ooh. I guess that happens. High school in Mount Pleasant, Utah. Yikes. College career, Cal State Fullerton. Then he went to the French league and then the Swedish league, bouncing all around Europe. I get it. But yeah, Jamaica, man, go get some of the players that can play for you because this squad is not it. And I understand this is probably like the B team, maybe the C team, but go get some of those guys, man. We need that as a basketball community. Um, Still 106.70, 3:09 left on the clock. Jamaica inbounding his ball. Felwell brings it up the court. Still the same lineup for Canada. Cassius Robertson, great contest. Forces the miss from Audige. French Canadian guy gets the rebound for Jamaica. And they complained for a foul underneath the basket, but Canada is going the other way. George tries to find Kabangale, sets a screen. Oh man, George's defender fell down. He didn't do anything to make him fall. He just fell down. Shot the 3, missed again. Rough shooting day for George. What do you think about the Mexico USA matchup later? I mean, it's a pretty weak. Like I don't know much about Mexico. I just looked at USA's team and it's pretty not great. I don't know, man. Maybe Mexico tries to avenge what happened to their football team last night. But I mean, it's tough to have thoughts, dude. Like the USA team is looking rough on paper, and they beat Dominican Republic by 1 point. So you know what? Let's say they beat the Dominican Republic by 1 point on Friday. They beat Mexico by 2. There's the official prediction we can say. But 106.70 free throws for Jamaica. French Canadian guy misses back rim. And for those who don't know who I'm talking about, the French Canadian guy I'm talking about is this guy, Tyron de Latibaudiere, which to me just sounds, again, very French Canadian. But he plays for Jamaica, so that's cool. You know what? Let's look him up. Let's look him up. Oh, he's not even from like America at all. He's from Kingston, Jamaica. Oh, he plays in France. Of course he plays in France. Of course there's this huge history of him playing in France. That checks out. Respect. Good for him. Carving out a career and such. Oh, deep 3 from Nemhard, and he knocks it down. Ryan Nemhard from 35 feet.
Oh my God, we had that goal.
It could have been 2-2.
Yes.
Canada's offense was bogged down a little bit, but Leonard Miller gets a bucket, and things seem to be going a little bit better now. Again, they just had the lead. They just had the lead back up to 40 a second ago. Keyshawn George from three again. Oh my goodness. He might never make a three again. He might never make another three again in the history of his life. Very rough shooting night for him. But 114-76. More free throws for Thelwell. See, so I don't know how you want me to say your name. I'm going to say Try, just as a short name. Try, bro. If you bet on Thelwell, because I don't know if I don't know if you said that you're betting or not. But anybody here who was betting on this game, if you're a sicko enough to do that, first of all, seek help. Second of all, Thelwell over was the way. Jamaica's making substitutions with 1 minute to go. Why, guys? Why extend the game? Let's just all go home. All of us. 114-78. Cassius Robertson to Jackson Rowe. Foul on Jamaica. Oh, of course there's going to be foul on foul on foul. Of course. You bet on Jamaica plus 38. Oh, okay. Hold on. That makes sense why you were asking about garbage time versus SGA, whatever. I think you're going to be fine. Bro,
almost a goal.
Jamaica has their two top scorers still in the game. I think you're going to be fine. It's at 36 right now. The issue is Canada's trying to still score. Step back three, Nemhard. Oh, great pass. Another good pass. Leonard Miller did not know. Oh, shit. I thought he had no ideas, but he was setting up a pass. All right, shit. It's back up to 38. So the SOFA score here is wrong, by the way. The TV screen has 116-78. I don't know why SOFA score has 77. 3 from Adige. Oh, he missed it. But yeah, see, these teams are going to keep going to the last possession.
Damn it.
Keyshawn George. It's a 38-point game on my screen, but it's 39 on SOFA score. Fuck, dude, they're dribbling the clock out. I don't know whose score is right. SOFA score says you lose your bet. My TV screen says you win your bet. Drama. Just as I thought that this stream may have gotten boring towards the end. Intense drama, people. Try, bro. What does it say on your app?
Let me go to the real app.
Yeah, I'm sure the FIBA website will be accurate, whatever it is. But yeah, does Jamaica have 78 or 77? Can you roll back to see what the real score is? Bro, something the app is wrong. No, so this is the thing. On my TV screen, it definitely says 78. On SOFA score, it says 77. I'm waiting to see if SOFA score changes it. Let me see FIBA. FIBA basketball. Sure, motherfucker, like... what am I doing? Scores. They are saying, as we scroll through all these European scores, damn, how much are they playing? What the hell is this? They are 2 minutes behind. Did this change at all? Okay, SOFA score hasn't finalized the score yet. Intense drama and emotion within the Toronto Hoop Talk community. Did Try lose money or not? Fuck, dude. SOFA score still says 39. They have not adjusted it. FIBA says absolutely nothing. What a useless website. But Canada officially qualifies for the second qualifying round. So Towards the end of August, there will be more Canada basketball games, and we will be live streaming them as well. So if you're a fan of that, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back on Wednesday for Tempo streams, and then Friday for a Tempo stream, a Toronto Tempo stream, and a Raptors Summer League stream. So we got WNBA streams, we have Summer League streams, and then we're back for Team Canada at the end of August. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on Wednesday and Friday. We're out. Take care. Go Belgium.